rocking with the best.
You are now tuned in, rocking out with the Say More podcast with Sylvia Darlene, Sadie B, and Tamaya Allen. Music, entertainment, life. Let's go.
What's going on? It's Sylvia Darlene, and we in another episode of the Say More podcast, and this is another special one. DJs versus promoters. What up, Seth?
What's up?
All right, I got some DJs with me.
You know, got some promoters over here.
All right, we're going to start with my DJs. Introduce yourself.
Yes, man. What's going on? It's your boy DJ Juicy, a.k.a. The Juice Show, a.k.a. The Underdog. You know, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat at The Juice Show.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
What's going on? I go by the name of Cliff, the super producer. You know, we're here just rocking. Say More podcast. We're in the building. One time for the mix mod.
Gang. You know what I'm doing.
Oh, yeah.
All right, my promoters.
What's going on? Sean Dollar. Follow my Instagram at Sean Dollar. You probably already know who I am.
It's me, Big Bang Bros. Say, you know, just out here supporting the crew. Real promoter-ish.
Okay. So, yes, this is the part 2 of the DJs versus promoters and the hosts. Yes. So, fellas, yes, let's get into it. So, I'm going to start with my first question. My first question is, what got you guys starting to DJ?
With me, like, I come from a musical background. My mom, she was a singer. My dad played mad instruments. They had a band growing up, CNC Connection. So growing up, I would always be around them. My dad would compose all the instrumentals for it. They would go around pretty much all the Southeast, South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, performing like whatever record. So coming from that, it was always instilled in me. And growing up, I was in a band. So it kind of just came like a natural thing. Like out of all of my family, my parents were the ones that were just musically inclined. So of course, like naturally, it was passed down to myself. So from there, you know, just one thing after another. And, you know, fast forward to 2019, we still rocking and doing our thing. So.
And how long have you been DJing, Cliff?
I want to say I started at like 16, but professionally, 2014 is when I'll officially say like 2014 is when I started being in clubs and whatnot, and then, you know, everything else just kind of fell on from there.
Okay.
He switched that.
Yeah. He switched that. He said 16.
He said professional.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, that's important. That's super important.
So when you say professionally, that's basically saying, that's when you started getting bookings, pretty much.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
he said professional. Like, that's when I became the shit.
Okay.
Like, not even
Facts,
that.
Yeah.
Nah, cause I always been super dope, but as far as like, you know, like you do family stuff like cookouts and like little events like that. So I'll say 2014, fresh out of college, this club in Orangeburg, Cloud 9. That's where that's where I got my for real start. So from there, from Cloud 9, and just then come back home to Columbia and doing all these spots and just moving around. So yeah, 2014 was like the super official start. Is when everything started kicking off for real.
That's dope. Juice Show, what's up?
Yes, ma'am.
So what got you starting to DJ, and how long you been DJing?
Well, really what got me started, man, it's crazy. It's really, man, I got to give it to, you know, the pioneers, young pioneers like my boy Sadie B and my boy Carolina X, man. It's just from that high school era, man, they had, you know, shout out DJ Dollar too, they had them team parties on Smash. And, you know, I had a little lit crew at the time, Swagger Right, you know what I mean? So we started to throw our own parties. We sort of linked with Pontiac ENT, said to them. They started, you know, throwing parties with, or we started throwing parties with them. And long story short, me and my team realized we really wasn't making money like that. So we were trying to figure out. And Sid always been like a big homie to us. So Sid, I just mentioned to him not too long ago what he said to us. He was like, shoot, we got to cut the middleman out. So we tried to figure out what's going on. I knew I always had a love for music. I started playing the piano, man, at a young age. I played for different churches, things like that. So what it was, shoot, I picked up DJing, and my boy Nard, shout out to Nard De Niro, he ended up being the host. You know what I'm saying? And so I just, over the years, I fell in love with the grind. And I ain't gonna lie, the first party I did was one of the worst experiences of my life. I'm telling you, because it's literally like that next week. Like, it was something like that. Like, it was on a Saturday, we threw a party. Sunday, I said we need to go to the store, buy some DJ equipment. We at school the next day. Monday, promoting the party. Friday come, we got the whole school here. I ain't even really got my equipment like that all the way down. I don't know what to do. Man, it was a horrible experience.
Oh my God.
And I could have gave up then, man, but I stuck with it, man, because the lifestyle and everything with it, man, I fell in love with it from the bread, from the girls. I ain't even gonna lie, the girls played a part. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. But it's really, man, just the whole atmosphere, and it's a fun atmosphere when it's genuine, man. So I probably been, like Cliff say, professionally. That was about 08, 09. I say professionally about 2011, because when I went to college, I took 2 years off from road tripping and failing classes. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie about my first 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Had to get right. It's college, you dig? So once I got my head on straight, you know what I'm saying? We had a DJ, shout out to Corey Lewis at the time. He actually went viral for a whole nother reason in Atlanta, man. He a whole babysitter doing his own thing, but he was our little DJ on campus. He sort of fell back, and I picked it up where he left off, and it's been, you know, on the road ever since.
That's dope. That's dope.
Undone.
Okay.
All right. My promoters, man. What got you started promoting, bros? And how long?
All right, well, since Sean passed me the mic first.
Yeah, y'all was having a conversation like, you want to get the mic first?
Well, what got me promoting was, you know, most of us went to a HBCU. You know, I went to Allen, and I remember we used to live in Cypress Run apartments. It's the first time we came to the conclusion we need to throw a party. We used to invite the girls over. You know, I'd get about 5 homeboys. Say, yo, y'all everybody bring about 2 girls apiece. We just gonna turn up. So we get liquor, we have fun, whatever. So next thing you know, people's like, yo, after the game, let's go to Broston crib. So it was a basketball game we had, and the next thing you know, maybe like 30, 40 people from the school came over just off of, yo, they gonna have some girls over. We all drinking, everybody trying to bring girls over. So the next time I was like, bruh, how about let's charge everybody $1 or $2. So for the next party, we can use their money to buy the liquor instead of us buying the liquor. So what we did was bought cheap bottom of the barrel joint, Burnett's, Savecca, Taka. We put in the good bottles though, and then we was charging. we was charging everybody $2 to get into the apartment. You know what I'm saying, just for the party, whatever. And it's so crazy. I had a job at the pawn shop at this time while I was still in college, right? And this dude was coming in buying DJ equipment. His name was Virtue. He was buying DJ equipment. I was like, bro, I be throwing parties too. And he was like, oh, you know, I thought it was bad too. I was like, bro, I throw parties. He said, shit, where at? I was like, at my apartment. He was like, you making money? I was like, man, yeah, we make about, you know, $10 or $15 a piece. He was like, bro, what? He said, I'm like this, man. I can get you a building and you just bring the people. And it was the Knights of Columbus. It's why I threw my first ever college party. Knights of Columbus. Shout out to Virtue. So Virtue, them guys he told me I'm gonna provide everything. He said, I'm gonna provide the DJ, I'm gonna provide the liquor, security, you just bring the people here. So we had a basketball game. It probably had about 100 people in the building, which was good. Matter of fact, I think you even came back when you was at Allen. I want to say you was there. So we had a party. After the night, he gave me like $200, $300. And I was like, bro, ain't no way you give me this much money, because I was getting $20 a week from my parents. So when he gave me $200, $300, I was like, bro, all I got to do is tell people to come out and I can get money. That was the first time I was like, you know what, this party thing will be for me. And then I got my first real party when Bobby, I don't know if y'all remember Bobby. Bobby was at Blue, but he was running Blue at the time. Well, he was running Lucky 13 at the time. So he finally got Blue, and he was like, bro, I remember you threw your birthday party here. And I was like, yeah. He said, you still throw parties? I was like, nah. And he was like, well, I want you to do every Wednesday at Blue. So, and then so then that's when I started doing parties at Blue on Wednesdays. And after that, it just trickled down. I started building relationships with every DJ, every host, every owner, even during their security guards. And that just made it easier for me, even to this day. Every club I go to now, I know the owner, I know the manager, I know the bartender, every promoter. I don't care what party they're having. I know who's the promoter. I know, okay, boom, Sean coming out. It's gonna be the bad chicks doing that little cool little dance. You just know. So that's what happened. That's my whole legacy, from throwing parties, from getting $5 to $10 to getting that $300 check to now. You know, sometimes I lose, but sometimes I got a check, boy.
Dollar, Sean, dollar.
For me, it was kind of like, it was like giving. Like I worked for it, but it was like giving, because all my friends, they was already promoters.
Right.
And I met them, the Piff Boys, like 2012.
Are you still a Piff boy?
I am still a Piff boy. I met them in 2012. I never knew they all was in the group. I knew each one of them individually.
Yeah.
Like, I knew Dewey, I worked with Dewey. I knew Tyree from playing basketball. I knew Joe from seeing him at the gym, fighting somebody at the gym. Where I get into fights, so you need to chill out. But then I went out to Karaoke one night. And it was like, when I walked in there, everybody was like, yo. I'm like,
yo, Karaoke was lit. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Karaoke was OD.
Yeah, it was OD lit, yeah.
Yo. So it kind of like, it was like more so already embedded. It was a natural feeling. I never looked at it as myself being this promoter because it's like, shit, I knew everybody, you know what I'm saying? So, and then I learned, it was a blessing for me because I learned from one of the city's best promoters, you know what I'm saying? Because they was one of the best promoters here, older crowd, older women. So it's kind of like when I'm the youngest one. All of them was like at least 7 years older than me at this time. You know what I'm saying? So even now. So once I got under them, I just soaked in the game. I wasn't getting paid, none of that. But I'm damn near like the head runner. Like, let Dollar go. I'm at the meetings, you know what I'm saying? I'm everywhere. It been dudes that was in the crew for years. Like, Dollar, come to me. I was more so like a student for them. So it's like, I was just learning, you know what I'm saying? I learned so much. And then it was time like, Joe and Dewey was like, yo, let Dollar loose, you know what I'm saying? And once they let me loose,
that was
never
it.
looked back. That was it. And it was never about the money with me. It was more about being a real friend and being a promoter and having fun. I always have fun. I always been like the life of a party growing up, you know what I'm saying? So it was always like fun. Like, I got so many like greatest hits videos. Like,
are you getting cake in your face?
All that type of stuff. And I look back now, like, shit, I used to do the worm in the club. I wouldn't do that shit now, you know what I'm saying? But shit, I met Seti before I even was a promoter. It always was about fun. I used to go out and watch him have fun. Like, I like the energy. You know what I'm saying? Always Seti and Lewis was the first person I met when I moved down here from New York when I was 18. You know what I'm saying? My last year of high school was Lewis. Then I used to go to Motor Lounge. It was never about no money, you know what I'm saying? It was a time where I used to pay to get in the club, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really know too much people, you know what I'm saying? Then once I became a student, I grew. Then it's like, with them having that, the Pip Boys, my friends having that level of respect, I came in and got my own respect, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, just was being able to learn from them, some of the best. And now it's just to the point where it's like, we all still a family, but now I kind of do my own thing outside of that. Yeah. But it's a blessing for me to come from, through them. So now it's just like, with the money, and like I said, I make money off it. You know what I'm saying? The money is good. The money be great. Some of the best deals in town from us. You know what I'm saying? But it's all about fun with me. You know what I'm saying? So when I hear the word promoter, it's just like, I don't look at it as like, oh, this nigga gonna bring the people out. I already know that's bound to happen. Yeah. I know I'm gonna make the money, but am I gonna have fun tonight? You know what I'm saying? So it's about having fun. So, but yeah, definitely it started, through the Piff Boys, and still going right now.
That's dope. That's dope. So
I remember you used to be in motor with that's a rock bottle.
Right. And I would never drink Ciroc again. I can't even drink Ciroc again. So but you also forgot to mention that you, after transition as a promoter, would you transition to my man? I started, it just officially made 12 months. Last year made a year for me when I put on my first single, started doing music. Yeah. And on Spotify, I got over like 100,000 streams. This is all within 12 months of work.
I saw you posted on Instagram.
I had like it's been people that have been doing music for years. I didn't expect for it to move so fast. How it moved fast for me. You know what I'm saying? So my
that what happened when you come with them hits.
And that's what happens when you come with good content too, because
that shit make
your visuals are pretty. Your visuals are pretty straight. I'm not even gonna front.
It show you that people really fuck with you though.
Even like my songs being streamed, like I didn't expect to like literally like I knew I was gonna do good, but not as great as I did. You know what I'm saying? For my first try, like. And it was, my streams were like 64 countries. Like I done had shows from here, New York, Indiana. Like bookings always coming in. My distributor, I get streaming checks now. Like every time my music is spinning, like everything is all certified. So I did it the right way. So I got my second project coming out in June. Matter of fact.
That's dope. And I got a quick question. From promoting, did you think that kind of helped gain you to being the artist that you are today?
Yeah, it did. As far as like the relationships, knowing people, and just knowing how the business work on both sides. You know what I'm saying? So like, if I get booked for something, I know what to do. We know how to handle it. I know how to connect with the person who want to do the bookings. So I pretty much handle that shit myself too, because I know what I'm dealing with, what I'm going into. As far as like just me knowing the people already, you know what I'm saying? People like, based on my character, like, we know Sean, they show love and support. I show love to anybody I could. It could be the smallest, somebody might think it's the smallest person. And I think I told you before, like, if a dude can't get in the club and, oh man, bro, he might feel like he's being belittled because he got to take his hat back to the car.
Yeah.
I might be right there, like, I'm gonna walk with you to the car, so he won't feel like belittled. You know what I'm saying? So
you said that because this is not my first time interviewing Sean Dollar. I swear, no cap, but this is, you said the exact same thing on my last podcast, and it's crazy because like you stay consistent as a promoter with that same answer. It's crazy, giving me deja vu right now.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
That's dope. So we're gonna jump into these topics, okay? So we all know we're gonna get into the nightlife. So I just got a question for the DJs. Who do you guys? Who's your favorite promoter?
Favorite promoter?
Like, who do you have that great relationship that you will always consistently want to do business with?
See, my boys down here, they ain't booked me yet. They ain't booked me yet, but you know what I'm saying, I met them just, you know, just off the love and passing though, you know what I'm saying, so it's all love. But my favorite, man, I actually don't have a favorite, and the reason being
you can't come on here and saying that you don't have a favorite.
I got
That's
guys
the easiest
that I rock.
question.
I got guys that I rock with, like I got Nine Mills, you know what I'm saying. I got who else? Flea. But see, it's certain, you know, I don't.
Yo, you like the first nigga that said that.
See, that's what I'm saying. I see,
Flea.
Flea. But see, Flea don't. I ain't gonna lie, Flea don't book me like that either. See, I'm type DJ. I book myself. You dig what I'm saying? Right. I throw my own events when these folks ain't booking me. See, that's why I ain't got no per se favorite. You know what I mean? You want me to pick an answer when I ain't got one for you. You know what I'm saying? These my boys. You know what I'm saying? These my boys. But you know what I'm saying? Shoot.
You just G-check.
I ain't got one. I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
You know what I mean?
But we all came to terms that, you know, you Flea your favorite promoter. It's all good.
I ain't even I ain't even standing on that one.
Yeah. Okay, so Cliff.
Favorite promoters. Really, I gotta show a lot of love to of course Mills and of course Dollar, cause just coming straight out of college, like they were the ones to just believe, like, yo, they saw that, yo, Cliff got this certain set of skills and he could do this. Like, yeah, he's super low key or whatever the case is, but when it comes down to it, like, they know that I gotta do what I gotta do, you know what I'm saying, and keep it rocking. So yeah, of course Mills, Dollar. Also I can't even forget K Dudley. He was another one that like legit like I'm fresh out of SC State, and like a quick backstory, they held these auditions at Cloud 9 in Orangeburg, and a friend of mine, DJ 908, he told me about it. So fast forward to the audition, like I did my set, killed it, and Dudley was just the one to fight for me. Like K Dudley was always the one to be like, yo, Cliff is, you know what I'm saying, he's the one to do it or whatever. Like, so yeah, I gotta say Dudley too. And it's not, and I don't have no issues with nobody else for it because I'm not the kind of person.
Right. You
know what I'm saying? Cause I did events for pretty much everybody, or at least anybody that's willing to work. You know what I'm saying? So I also can't say I have a favorite, but you know, I just said that. You know what I'm saying? But of course, yeah, Dollar, Mills, Dudley. Shout out to Chris E. Shout out Mogul Mindset. Yeah, like I don't even want to be like political, but
I understand.
You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Like I ain't got no issue with nobody. I rock everybody as long as you booking me. You know, I'm in there.
I feel you now. It's crazy that you say Sean Dollar because ain't he your official DJ?
Yes.
Yeah, I spend a lot of dollars music. Like
you do.
He keep the same energy too. He does.
Like yeah, aside from Rax, of course, Drip. Like I always mix his vocals over like
Drip.
whatever beat, like, cause he's singing an acapella for it. So like when I'm mixing, I like to just do something different.
Yeah.
So his vocals over somebody else's beat or whatever the case is. So yeah, like of course Dollar music, cause it's not trash. Like with me, of course as DJs, like we get people to send us music all the time. But
they send it to us too.
Yeah, like
host radio personalities,
just being in radio and things like that.
Yeah.
So they ask what to spend on music.
You know
what you say?
I deal with that shit a lot. They say, I'm like, you see this nigga trying to do his own thing. You send me your shit. Hold on about me right now. You know?
Right, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But yeah, like, you know, long story short, you know, it's always love, so I can't complain.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
All right, my promoters.
Who's
your favorite DJ that you like to book?
Well, I mean, I done pretty much work with every DJ in the city almost, but I don't have a favorite because, you know, some of the DJs I come, you know, I don't know how to say it, but you gotta be willing to work with me. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be willing to, you gotta be willing to take the good with the bad. So I don't know, man. Favorite? I like using Gooch. I like using Mel. When I'm on a budget, I like using DJ Ty. I'm just saying. So,
when you on a budget, you like using DJ Ty.
Yeah, I'm on a budget.
Yo,
so it's just like
he's a DJ back in the day.
You know DJ.
Shout out my boy Ty, man.
Yeah, 2 Night
Ty,
Grill.
yeah, the white guy.
White boy.
Oh, okay, white boy. Okay, got you.
When you're on a budget.
Yeah.
Are you doing a boy like that, bro?
What do you mean by that, on a budget? Because you done started some mess just now. I'm about to get in you about that.
No, I'm just saying, you
bro.
Okay.
When you're on a budget.
So when you, of course, when you doing the club, you gotta prepare your finances. You gotta be willing.
We've had this conversation.
You gotta be willing to pay out certain things. I'm one of them type of people. I feel like I don't care if I lose money. I'm gonna pay my expenses off. I'm never one of the people that's gonna tell you, bruh, man, we lost. You lose too. I mean, I would tell you, man, we did bad. Now, if you willing to look at me and say, bruh, it's cool, give me what you can give me. But if I'm gonna offer to pay you first, no matter what. I'm gonna say, yo, I can pay you. But I know if I don't know how good the event's gonna do, and I feel like, okay, I need to be on a budget, you may want to book a certain person. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like that's nothing wrong.
That's smarter to do, though.
I mean, because you can't, like,
as long as you having that conversation with that individual.
DJs are gonna come to you. I need 700, 800 of rent.
Like, I'm just saying, it's not
well, let me. I ain't mean to interrupt, bro, but do y'all hold that same standard with the security? You know what I mean? Okay, as far as putting them on the budget, let's say if the night don't work out, do y'all trying to work it out with security? I say that.
Oh, they went up. They 60 now.
I just want to say, I say that to say because some folks might look at security just because they bigger or something. Some folks might, you know what I'm saying, might not play with their money. Is it because the DJ we everybody the same side? You know what I'm saying? I be trying to figure out what the things is.
I feel like security is standard. You know what I'm saying? Security price should be standard no matter what. But I honestly feel like your DJ should be negotiable. If you tell a DJ hypothetical way, if I tell you, Juice, I'm gonna give you 300 at the end of the night, and I feel like, man, the party was stupid, Jack. I've overpaid my host before. I've overpaid the DJ, but I said, you know what, bro, I made an extra, boom, here's an extra 50. It's just off the love. My host, if I tell my host I'm giving you 60, and I do super, if I do super good, I'm gonna say, bro, it's an extra 20. It ain't much. 60.
So basically, for the host, you gonna charge the host for the whole event $60.
If that's listen. Your price may be different from the next price. I'm just saying, if it can be $20. It really doesn't matter what they're charging. I'm not saying Seti would charge me $20. I'm not saying Sean would charge. If I say, yo, Sean, host a party for me, and Sean say, well, I want $20, and I feel like, damn, we did good. Sean, here's $40. He's asking. This is just an example. This is just an example. Not saying I would never.
I know.
Well, one more question. Why we got to be negotiable when, at the end of the day, the party can't even function without the DJ? Like, I'm saying, like, you can try to. I hear folks talking about. I hear folks talking about the mix. I hear folks talking about we can go ahead and run a mix the whole night. Ain't nothing like that live DJ that can play the shout out for the birthday girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't nothing like that.
Not only that, half of the time them DJs gotta get on the mic because one, your host might have called out and stuff like that. So why do you feel like the DJs need to be negotiable? Why? Like let me hop in this. Hold on. Let me say what I gotta say real quick. You book them because of their talent. Mm-hmm. So what do you feel like they need to be negotiable for? If they need to be negotiable, you don't need to book them, period, if that's the case.
Well, no, I don't agree with that.
Why? Because at the end of the day, you're going to take home you're going to take home majority of your door, mm-hmm. but they got to take over a negotiable rate? Come on.
You know, for example, profit margin. When you stepping in as a DJ, you have basically zero risk when you throwing parties. Zero risk. That means.
Why don't you send them a deposit?
Well, I don't. Well, first of all, like I said at the beginning of the conversation, you can't forget what I said. I'm gonna pay if I lose money. I'm gonna pay my DJ because I come to the impression that, hey, this isn't guaranteed money. It can storm. It can be a fucking monsoon outside. I'm prepared to pay no matter what. But I feel like what you said is false. It should be negotiable because it can be negotiable. If I'm booking Seti every single Saturday, that's a guaranteed check Seti is getting every single Saturday. Now, if it comes to that one Saturday where, damn, bro, I did terrible. It said to look at me like, bro, fuck that, I need my money. I feel like, okay, well, damn, all right, I'm going to pay you your money, but now I see how it is. It should be the same, vice versa, Sylvia. If I'm doing something for you, you say, bros, host this party for me. We just talking without, we speak for myself now. Bros, host this party for me. Well, Sylvia, here's my ticket. I want $100, which I'm not going to ask for $100. I need more than that, but I'm just saying, I'm a meal ticket. So Sylvia, I want $100. And then I see the night don't go that well. I don't care if I bust my ass for that party. I'm sitting up doing back and flips hosting your party. You come to me like, damn, bros, I didn't do that good. Out of respect, I'm gonna say, that's cool. Give me what you can. I'm just that type of person. I feel like I like building relationships. Now I know next time you gonna look at me and say, yo, he looked out for me. Everybody's so dollar hungry in this game. I feel like that's why I'm blessed to have multiple streams of income. I'm glad I got my real job. I'm glad I do my training thing, because the club thing is great money. I'm not gonna lie. I done paid my rent, my car paid my club thing, but it's not gonna kill me. So a lot of people in the game is so hungry for the last $5 or $10. I don't feel like $5, $10, $20 should make or break a relationship.
You saying, hold on. You saying that it's money hungry, but to speak on the behalf of my DJs, it's a lot of, first of all, they're the ones that's carrying their equipment. They're the ones that are investing so much in their equipment. They're promoting too as well. Some don't. Some
DJs don't.
I just said that. Some don't. But at the same time, though, to negotiate their rate, if they told you off rip what their rate is, why would you want to negotiate their rate like that? Do you think that's fair? But at the end of the day, though, that person that's buying your section with that bottle and stuff like that, they're paying you full price, but you're going to negotiate on your DJ.
Well, no, Sylvia. People buy bottles, they try to negotiate too. I don't think you ever going to go to a business meeting without a negotiation. That's true. That's the point. That's the point of business. It's a negotiation. That's true, but if I come to the table and say, yo, Sylvia, I want to offer you a deal to sponsor your podcast, I'm gonna give you an offer. You're gonna counter offer, because that's part of business. You may know this is my worth, this is my value, and I may still hit you with a lower kind of offer. That's just business. It don't mean I'm disrespecting you. It just means we're business. We're doing an offer.
Okay, understandable about the negotiation part, but then when you make that comment saying that, oh, if you gonna add, oh no, I don't care, it's not my problem, out the door, didn't make this. Oh, I just know how to do you after the fact or whatever. I know I'm not to book you afterwards because like they feel some type of way because you ain't paid them all their money. Why would you not want to book them after the fact because they feel like, no, I need all my money and stuff like that? Why would you not want to book them after the fact because now you feel like you don't lost their relationship because they don't want to go with the flow of the negotiation? Like,
Well, can I give you a real life example? This, I'm not gonna say names, but we had a party, right? It was me and another promoter, and we had a DJ. The party didn't do that good because unforeseen things happened, so the party didn't do that good. And at the end of the night, I was telling the other promoter, he was like, man, we can't pay him the whole thing. And I was like, well, shit. I said, man, don't worry about it. I'll pay him out my pocket. It's not that serious. And the promoter told me, nah, man, don't pay him. He got to respect that we didn't do that good.
I didn't deal with that, too.
And then I'm not going to say their names, but I looked at him. I said, man, ain't that serious. He said, I'm going to just ask him and see what he say. He went to the DJ. 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 He was like, bro, we didn't do that good. Can you take a thing? And dude, like, kind of, he sucked his teeth and was like, man. And I was like, and I look at him, I said, don't worry about it. Here's the money. Yeah. And after the fact, the promoter looked at me and was like, I'm never booking him again. And I wasn't mad. I didn't agree with that because I said, yo, his price is his price. But I understood where he was coming from. You know what I'm saying? You have to be willing to work with people in business. It's business.
It's understandable, but when it's being done multiple times, like it's like a big slap in the face. 100%. I'm going to refrain from this, and I'm gonna let my DJ speak on it. But hold on, before y'all get on that, Sean Dollar, based off of what bros just said, excuse me. Do you 100% agree with that? Like, what is your thoughts and take on that? Because honestly, like, bros, you my man, 50 grand, but I just feel like that's just a slap in the face to my DJs. Like, seriously, like, it's all about negotiating business. We all for that. But it's like, come on, you talking about off rip. Like, as soon as you book the person, like, yo, it's negotiable. Come on now.
No, actually, I didn't say off. See now, Sylvia, you gotta listen to what I'm saying.
What are you saying? Because it's like
you listening to respond and not to understand. What I said was at the end. Hold on.
Well, we not gonna do. Hold on. What we not gonna do is no. Don't come on my show trying to do that.
You can't
do
that. What's what I'm saying?
Do that. Don't try to come on my show trying to play me.
No, I'm not.
Okay?
Listen,
don't.
I'm not trying to play Sylvia. I'm just saying you can't. You not listen to what I'm saying. I said at the end of I never said before. This is really good. You switched it. You switched it twice already.
How did I switch it? You just said that you want to negotiate my DJs. Like, come on. At the
end of the night, right?
At the end of the night. Why would you want to negotiate at the end of the night? We should tell them ahead of time. That's my whole thing.
That's why I said the word unforeseen circumstances. That's what I said that, right? I said at the end of the night, if it's a monsoon or something, and I say if the club doesn't do anything, that's why I say at the end of the night we may have to negotiate. But I never underpaid a DJ because I come to the impression, hey, I had to spend this money regardless. Mm-hmm. But I was just making an example. I've seen that. That's why I use that real life example. I've seen it happen where the guy was like, bro, we didn't do good because the situation happened. He was like, bro, we can't pay him the whole thing. And I said, that's cool, bro. I'll pay him since we already told him. But he still went up to him and said, bro, we can't pay you the whole thing. And his reaction, the DJ was like, oh man, and I wasn't mad. I wasn't mad at the promoter. I wasn't mad at DJ. I was like, bro, here's the money. It's not that serious. But that's why I said at the end of the night, not before. At the end of the night, it's nothing. I don't feel like it's. I wasn't trying to play you either. I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to play you, but I just feel like that at the end of the night, it's nothing wrong with that. And Sean, you can agree. You can just. I want to hear your opinion now. I want to hear your opinion.
All right, first of all, I'm gonna say my favorite DJ is Cliff. So I just want to get it out of the way.
Appreciate it.
That's my guy. But to go back into what he's saying and then what you're saying for your DJs, I just think like, you know, certain situation is more depends on who's the promoter and who's the DJ relationships. You know what I'm saying? Because you got some disrespectful ass promoters where they might not feel like they want to respect, you know, the DJ price. Like I done seen that, like, you know what I'm saying? So in this particular situation, there's always a way to resolve a problem. If the DJs will feel like, you know, in this market, in this town, you know, in the city, that they got a problem with the promoters not paying them, tell a nigga you need half up front through Cash App or something. You know what I'm saying? I need half up front. So that way you know you pay half of your money, you know what I'm saying, whether the night gonna be good or bad at least. But, you know, as of what bro said, it been times, you know, I didn't had parties with different promoters, and I'd be like, when you go in the back, and they start breaking down the expenses and shit. You know what I'm saying? People get this, you know, the scale and weighing and shit. I'd be like, what he wanted? Nah, she too much too. No, we gonna give him that. Now I start going into what I made. Fuck y'all, because my name is attached to this too. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I'ma still treat this person. Even if I had booked, for example, like Monty or somebody, whatever Monty price was, yo, this is what Monty wants. Niggas get in the back and they go, nah, he ain't getting all that, or he ain't worth all that. Oh, he was late. Now I start to feel bad, like, yo, like, I'm not doing that because I got a relationship, you know, I don't fuck up my relationship, you know, so I'll be like, don't worry about it. Oh, like bros did. I'm going to take my money and I'm going to correct it, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you dumb, son. No, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Because it's deeper than what the fuck is going on tonight, you know what I'm saying? Then you got some promoters that's more fortunate to do that. You got some promoters that's living party to party, you know what I'm saying? So you got to understand that too. Then the DJs got to recognize who they dealing with, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, should I know? Shit, I ain't rich. I'm just saying, shit, I know the nigga Dollar, I know he ain't gonna violate me. He don't look like he even need the shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, cool. You got some promoters that might be on some shit like, man, penny pinch. Nah, you ain't getting what you getting. You know what I'm saying? So it all ties in back into that relationship. But I do feel like this, though. If a party's going on, right, and as far as like a promoter, whether you a new promoter, and a promoter should know how this shit gonna go already. You know you got expenses when you walk through that door.
Exactly.
So,
that was what I don't mean to cut you off. Yeah. That's what I was meaning. Like, if you don't have the expenses, don't throw the party. That is the model that I have to go by, because it's like, you know, or either like from what you said, just have that conversation so I won't be blindsided by the end of the night. Like, yo, this is what we made, and I'm just waiting 2 hours to get paid.
They walking in with the positive plus mindset, which is a good thing. But I don't live like that. I deal with two things: the best that can happen and the worst that can happen. You know what I'm saying? Somebody tell me I shouldn't think like that, but I deal with the best and the worst. Like, you're
that's being realistic.
Yeah,
you shouldn't come to the club with $30 in your pocket, nigga. This shit might go left. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if I know, you know, the party's going on, it's like, damn, this is a mediocre night. Shit, I know it's kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? I know DJ probably wanted $500. You know what I'm saying? You know, the door, we might just broke even to pay the regular expenses, and then it's like the host and the DJ fee. And, you know, they be like, yo, you know, you see if your people gonna budge on it or not. You know, I'll be like, damn, son, like, for real now, you know, I feel bad. So it's kind of like, I know if I do this favor, it'll be returned. But then, so you got some people that abuse that shit, and I didn't think that be abused.
I think that is the problem.
Abused, you know
that is
what
the
I'm saying?
problem,
Like, every
it has
time
been
we at
abused
this
a lot.
table, why you keep telling me this person should get this and that, and you know what I'm saying? We walking out with bands, like, yo, my nigga, pay them. And if the shit does great, bro, I don't mind. Like I said, I'm probably coming. I ain't even gonna say that when I'm coming in the club with how much money I'm coming in with. But I'm just saying, like, I know, like, you know, I'm gonna show love. Like, yo, it's never about the money with me. It's always been about the fun. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's my input on it. So it's like, my recommend to DJs, if you feel like these niggas are on some scumbag shit, tell them niggas y'all need half of y'all money up front. If they can't do that, then don't fuck with them.
And that's what I was about to get there too, because I'm speaking from a host perspective. Every time when I've asked for deposits, just so I don't run into that situation, it's always an issue. Oh, I'm gonna have to pay you when I get there. It's always an issue, and that's kind of what refrains me sometimes on wanting to do nightlife bookings, because if you can't pay my money up front, then come on, because I don't want to be blindsided. Like, I took a gig in Sumter with DJ Jim Boy. Shout out to DJ Jim Boy. Jim Boy paid me, for prime example, paid me my $50 a rip or whatever and stuff like that. When I get there, he paid me double. I was like, bro, you already paid me half of that already. Nah, this is a tip. You was on time, man. You did your thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that, to me, that's proper business. It's not because the man tipped me in the end. It's just because he was willing to not go through that expense situation, as far as, like, if he didn't have it, not have me coming all the way from Columbia to Sumter.
I think if a promoter don't want to do a deposit with you, that nigga don't know if his shit gonna be lit or not. You know, as gambling. So you should do a deposit. I don't have no problem with a deposit, because it's like this. Now I gotta work harder, because I done put that money out there, because you got promoters, and we just, some deals, if it's not a big event, for example, how we do these fight party, rose parties, all these big parties with the artists or something, we took, this sounds like it's like some mediocre, some regular club night, where a promoter might get a percentage of the door. He work out a deal with the owner, he got a percentage of the door. You coming in with no expenses, I'm gonna just pay these niggas over whatever it makes. That's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you don't know what it's gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Versus if I book an artist, I know if I'm gonna get Bria Miles or Bernice or some shit, they want a deposit. You know what I'm saying? Like, whenever I got shows and shit, give me half my deposit. My man Aaron give me half my deposit. So therefore, like, if it's a host, $250, she want $500, she got her $250 up front. Nigga, we gotta work hard. You know what I'm saying? We gotta make this shit go crazy. Because we already in the negative now. Yes. It's not their job to be in the negative, because we wanted them on this. So why are we going to curve them? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, now you got your $250 up front. Now, at least when the club, is popping, we already got half of them out the way. Instead of $250, another $250 sound better than $500 all up front. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and your parties are month out. Yeah. Your parties are month out. Your promoting going on. Yeah. And if I pay you a deposit, you might even promote more with me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
So,
hey, but you exactly right though, bro. But you see what you said about when you was booking the artists, and you was like, man, we got to pay them, bro. They don't need to take a loss, right?
Yeah.
See, we expect that same treatment because we're sort of the artists, bro. You know what I'm saying? And even though, we should come to the clubs with the deposits and stuff, but most of the time these are relationships that we, built. These some of our friends or colleagues or whatever. So I feel like if I have to hit my boy with a deposit, this ain't my boy. It got to be straight business. You know what I'm saying? So most of the time before the event, these boys already, bro, we got you taken care of, blase. Then at the end of the night come, man, we got you know what I'm saying? So, I'm gonna be honest.
But see, only thing about it, I feel like another thing how Sean said, you kind of know what promoter got it and what promoter don't. Yeah. That's why I said, me personally, I'm blessed to be in a situation where I'm not living for the club, but it's some situations where some promoters, like he said, which is I don't think you should do it. You shouldn't come to the club with $30 in your pocket, depending on the club. But you got some promoters that do that, and that word travels. Just like if a club sell bad liquor, word gonna get out. You know what I'm saying? If somebody sell you bad hair, it's girls talk. So I feel like I even know I ain't gonna say I know what promoters come to the club with the anticipation on, I'm only gonna pay you if this do good. I've been in situations even where I heard managers of the club was like, man, I'm gonna book this person in the host, I'm gonna book this person in the DJ. This what they want. Man, they ain't worth that. They ain't worth that. And I know you know what I'm talking about. Who say that? This person with notorious, huh? Who you say? I ain't gonna say that. But this person, we done got into an argument over that because this person one day told me in a text, I was like, yo, I want to book, this host, this DJ. What they want? Let me ask them. This what they want. Man, F no, they ain't worth that. And I say, bro, bro, how do you know what they're worth? This is what they're worth. And I said, you know what, don't worry about it. I'll just pay out of my pocket the remainder. You cover.
Yeah, that's how I do it.
So that's what I'm saying.
Though.
It's real. Sad, what are your thoughts on this, man? Because you've been kind of quiet. You just taking it all in, and you've been in the game kind of longer than.
Said know who this come back.
Yeah, like you've been in the game. You started the game, so you kind of paved the way for all of us sitting at this table right now. What are your thoughts on this?
Choose your business wisely. Like me, if you pay attention to me over the years, I deal with the same people.
Right.
I don't do the hopping around. Me personally, as a host, I like to go house a whole club. That way, it eliminates you dealing with the promoters. So I get paid by the owners instead of promoters. Like he told you a while ago, the story where I told him cut the middleman out. You know what I'm saying? But you got to have the power and the work ethic, and you got to be good to be able to pull a move like that. And you got to put that work in. You know what I'm saying? if you know what I'm saying, if you deal with a promoter and you don't like how they handle business, if you tell me that one time or 3 times, and then the next year you still talking about that shit, then why you dealing with that nigga? Period.
It honestly sound like some of the promoters really just fucked up.
Yo,
I mean, really,
like,
you know, because I'm just thinking like
you ain't
I
been
just
promoting
laughed
for
out
a
of nowhere.
while, and the dynamic has
but we
changed.
always had. I got good relationships. Good, you know what I'm saying? I never did nobody fucked up. But I'm just thinking about times I see. Yo, I done see niggas say like, "Yo, I'm giving that nigga 90." What? I say, yo, set him out, I'm going home. What? I tell niggas, yo, I'm going home. You know what I'm saying? I ain't about to be a part of that shit, like none of that, bro.
Yo,
like,
but I ain't gonna lie.
This nigga might be leaving like $750 or.
I'm telling you, and see,
yo, I swear this shit fucked up.
I haven't had the opportunity to DJ too many lit events back since I've been back in the city. You dig what I'm saying? But even on the events I did have, excuse me. You know what I'm saying? They might have not did that well, but the promoter or whoever booked me still come, hey, bro, I might got 75 for you. I'm like, dang, bro, I know it's only about 10 people in here. I know you ain't make no money at the door because you let everybody in for free to 12. It's always free nights, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? So the bar, I'm just being honest, so the bar only the money maker. But shoot, I know that this old nigga been at the bar since goddamn 10 o'clock. It's about 1 o'clock. Shoot, I know he done spent a good 100, you know what I'm saying? And you got about 10 more people over here, so bro, I know I can leave with at least 100, 150.
I ain't gonna lie though. I ain't gonna lie with him saying that, because of how like the door might ain't make no money, but the bar did. You do have some places they might have made the money overall, but your expenses only come out that door.
And that's
and I ain't gonna lie, like just to speak the truth on their side, you know what I'm saying? Not saying that y'all say was wrong.
That's the shit we gotta deal with.
I'm just saying, like, you got it to where some of them, I done dealt with some owners. If they got the money, they got the money. Yeah. But you got some that is all based off of the door.
Yeah.
It's not off the bar. Because the thing is, the promoter doesn't make any money from the bar. Their money comes from the door. And that's,
some might.
Yeah, some might. Yeah, depending on your deal. Depending on your deal.
I've been paid out the bar before.
At the end of the day, when you getting paid, you don't know where the hell the money coming from anyway.
He might not get nothing from the fucking bar. You know what I'm saying? Let's say Wednesday night or something, or regular night.
Right.
Like you know, or it just depends though. Like I said, if it's an event, then the bar's hours and the door's hours. You know what I'm saying? Events we do. And that's another thing I just want to squeeze in, because I'm not going to bash all the promoters. The DJ's got to understand too. If you know you're going to a spot like Truth Columbia, there's no way you can walk in there and tell them somebody you want 350 for 500. There's no way. You gotta look at where you going to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know this is the smallest club. The capacity is what? Yeah, you can't 190, and that's bad to do that. It's not even that. You know what I'm saying? So there's no way you're gonna say, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm at Truth. I need 350. That's come on, my nigga.
Yeah, because you can't.
80 people.
You ain't got nothing else going on.
You had to charge
I feel that, but I still disagree only because, like, yo, if I say I want X, Y, and Z, and like maybe that's a sense of entitlement. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times as DJs, we don't know the behind the scenes of like, okay, y'all gotta pay security, and the manager might get a cut or promoters get a cut or whoever. But still, like, yo, if I say I want, like, I don't know, 3-4, then like also as DJs, we gotta also like put in place contracts. That way, I feel like all the whole back and forth could be eliminated.
Yeah, most definitely.
It's like, yo, if I say, all right, I want 400 total and 200, you know what I'm saying, 200 for the deposit, and you pay me the rest as I get there, like, because waiting for real, like, and just me being impatient, but waiting is like super trash.
Man, you might have a chick at the house. You ready?
I done waited for like almost 2 hours. I was like,
I got a question for the DJs. Okay, so you know how we were speaking about we negotiating after. Now this is for either one of y'all answer it. So if I book you for all my parties, you know, like you said earlier, it becomes like a homeboy. You shouldn't have to ask your homeboy for deposit. So if I'm always booking you, you know, every once a month, at least once a month, and then you finally come to a party where you looking it over, you like, damn, he didn't do good. Will you be willing, because you know this guy's always booking you, would you be willing to take a L with him? Or do you feel like that's your responsibility or no?
Yeah, definitely. That, you know what I'm saying, things like that, that's different.
That really depends on the relationship with the person.
That's a relationship, you know what I'm saying? Definitely, man. I'm talking about things like when folks hit you, like I got folks now trying to book me in the city. They've been trying to book me for years, so when they finally book me, let's say the event don't do that good. You know what I'm saying? We got a relationship, but then we don't. you know what I mean, they'll try to come with the low ball price or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Or when I know that I had an event this past weekend that did good, and they tried to lowball me. You know what I'm saying? I ended up getting what I asked for, but you know, I seen it. You know what I'm saying? They tried to lowball me, and I'm watching the club pack. Yeah, it was a free all night event. You know what I'm saying? So they tried to use the excuse we ain't make no money at the bar. You know what I'm saying? But I know you know what I'm saying, how the club go. Y'all gonna start charging free and start charging $10, $20 besides like 12, 30, 1 o'clock, however y'all do it. You know what I'm saying? So I know y'all made some money at the door. You know what I'm saying? So it's just little things like that, man. And like you said, you sort of know who got it or you don't, you know what I'm saying? Some promoters, you sort of get that vibe, there ain't gonna be no issue, you know what I'm saying? Some promoters, you know what I'm saying, shoot, they look like they ain't got no money, you know what I'm saying?
So cause like, I feel like I've heard from just having general conversation with DJs, hosts, if I know, how come they don't know? Cause I know what promoters give DJs issues, you know what I'm saying? I know what managers give host issues. I know what, you know, so that's what I'm saying.
That's why I said you got to choose.
It's a circle. It's a circle in the city.
Y'all heard what you
It's
just
a
said?
circle in the city. It's a circle in the city. I can't.
Hold on, real quick.
I got to say it. It's a circle in the city, so that's why we sort of know. You know what I'm saying? The guys, you know what I mean? Like we sort of know it's sort of the same promoters. Like not, you know what I mean? Y'all, I believe y'all. What y'all say, what y'all word. You know what I'm saying? Y'all pay the folks out of pocket, and I believe that. But you know what I'm saying? I'm one of the recipients of folks, either promoters not paying me my full price or even owners taking money out my goddamn check. Yeah, I'm just finding out about that. That's a whole other story. You know
cut
what
him
I'm
off.
saying? But
I feel like if a promoter comes in and want to book you, right? If he's doing all that, don't want to pay you for this shit, tell the nigga you want to be a part of this percentage. That eliminate that right there too. You know what I'm saying? Like he could put you on. You know what I'm saying? Like we have a party.
That's so you bringing knowledge on this episode.
Because you got like fucking. Some promoters got like
Some
6
people
niggas
just
on a
behind
party.
their
You'd be
time.
surprised that they had their own hidden expenses and shit.
Right.
And you feel like it can't pull that much weight, then, you know, so put the DJ in with that mix. You know what I'm saying? That eliminated a problem right there too. I'm always looking for a solution to a problem. So,
Absolutely.
you know what I'm saying? Not more
You
fuel to
brought
the
a lot of
problem.
knowledge with that because the percentage I never knew. You know,
see, yeah,
I
y'all
never knew
late.
about because you know what I'm saying I'm still rookie. I'm
Like,
be real.
I
I'm
done did
still
that
rookie.
with
But
we
I
done did it
never
with
knew
Louis
that.
V before. We done did that with like Louis V. Now we ain't talking about a regular DJ who just bought his equipment from the pawn shop. Now he went on Instagram, changed his name in his bio,
Yo.
bought a couple of followers and shit, and I made a
Yo.
flyer.
Oh, I got
And
a
you
cool-
can't. There's no way you can just come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like you got to respect the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like a game. Like you know, Jay-Z album sales. He gonna get more. You know, niggas got 360s deals because if a nigga signed, that goes back into music. It's all the same market. You can't expect like no disrespect. Like I don't want to say that. No. You, this nigga can't always get what he get. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't. It's like a big brother, little sister. That just because you got it, that means you gonna get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you're a high name DJ, then you might have an opportunity to be on an event if you could really pull that weight like some DJs could. Like you got like DJ. I ain't even gonna go local. You got DJ Envy. You know what I'm saying? You could do that with Louis V. You could do that with. Like I say, you know those big DJs, but there's no way you can just expect like. Oh, yo, I need 500 off the rip because I'm playing music. You got work to do. You know what I'm saying? I had work to do. A lot of fucking work before I even seen the check with this shit in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's how I look at it. So just be mindful of what you're dealing with, who you're dealing with, and where you going. You know what I'm saying? And you know, maybe y'all can eliminate those problems. You know what I'm saying? So my advice to y'all, definitely take that deposit before anything.
Yeah, and a lot of times too, not to say like bad business happens often,
Right.
but because I can't say that I've like dealt with anything like funny style, but I have heard stories, and sometimes like it's discouraging for whoever's upcoming to be like, yo, I want to do this, but I'm afraid because of getting jerked by whoever, and like I get it, you know what I'm saying? Like I get that y'all have y'all things y'all got to cover. But sometimes, like we, not even sometimes, but all the time, like we gotta get equipment, and just for hardware, like what if our MacBook crashes or whatever the case is, we gotta handle that. Yeah. And yeah, like you get like
prices, bro.
Yeah, like because Macs aren't.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Macs aren't
I
cheap.
think, and I ain't gonna lie, I think that's one thing that nobody really thinks about. Because see, honestly, it's a lot of promoters out here that you're not even paying to throw the party. You're getting a free percentage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then you have the DJs that's having to pay for the equipment. Like you're not even paying for you the promoter, so the party is your thing. You're not even paying for that, but the DJ has to pay for his equipment.
And they buy music off iTunes and shit too.
Like,
Absolutely.
Think about
They
it.
got
Everything
I
on
was
YouTube.
I had to host
Absolutely.
an event and the DJ laptop fell off the stage.
Cliff had fucking water drip from the
Yeah.
club inside his shit. I was in there.
Yeah,
that the
blue,
whole
yeah.
club was
Yeah, blue.
lit. It was in blue, but that shit was lit. You know what I'm saying? But you don't think anybody. And I ain't putting blame on nobody because you could point out a lot of people, but nobody ain't go to him and say, "Yo, your shit good. You need me to."
Word.
help
They're like,
pay
where the
half
music
of
at?
the
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Niggas just want to know, yo, who the motherfucker
Exactly.
music? When this nigga whole career is in his hands, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, it's panicking, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah.
I just, you know, it just comes with people thinking, you know, not thinking for the next person. It's probably more of thinking for themselves, you know what I'm saying? So,
You know what? It's crazy. I remember that night. I was glad I was there.
You was
Cause when that music cut off, I went ape shit. And then
did.
ever since
It was lit in
then,
there.
every time Clip was in there, I was throwing him a towel. I was coming
Word,
back and
word,
going
yeah.
off. I'm like, hey,
it was lit in
yo,
there.
join
It was
over
super
here,
lit.
dog. That's your money maker.
But we
yo.
and Nine Mills definitely checked on Cliff like, throughout the week, like, your laptop good and shit. We texting him, making sure he's good, you know what I'm saying? If he would have told me some shit like, yo, my shit done, fuck that nigga, go get X. Now I would have been like, yo, bro, let's go to try. You ain't try to go to Best Buy, and how much is it? You know what I'm
That's
saying?
real.
Help out.
That's
That's real.
respect.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
respect.
That's what you really got to do in that situation.
That's
'cause-
real.
You know what I'm saying?
So we're
That's
gonna
what it
twist it up just a little bit. I feel like we done ruffled a lot of fellas so far, but so who is the best promoter and who is the worst promoter and why?
First of all, these are some really wild questions because I watched this podcast
And it's no different from the last
Yeah,
one. It's no
like-
different from the last episode.
so yeah. With that being said, here you go, you.
Man, I think I got one, man. I would have to say, for me personally, it's mogul mindset to me, and I say that because and maybe things happen behind the scenes, but I don't.
Hold
know
on, that's
too
your
many.
worst or your best?
My best.
Oh,
promoter,
okay,
My best
okay.
best promoter. Worst. Give me a second. But yeah, I got a lot of respect for mogul mindset just off this fact of how he move and you know what I'm saying and what I seen from the start to where he at now. You dig. And I feel like he ain't really had to step on toes like the other guy. You dig what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about that. Now the worst promoter, let me see. Man, who is the worst one, man? Oh man,
You got
I'm gonna have to
them
say.
over
I'm gonna have to
there
say.
having a
I
side
say Fleet too, cause Fleet last time Fleet booked me, it was years ago, and I don't even know if you remember this event. It was at the Plex. It was a wild ass event, something different, man. You know what I
So
said?
that was a team party?
It wasn't a team party, but it was a funny little situation, man. You think I was saying it was a team party? Maybe it
Y'all was
was. So
taking
let me
it
tell
back
you.
to
Let
your
me tell you though. Let me tell you. I say that because you know what I mean. I think my man had some passes, right? But it wasn't a team party. It was the night thing at the Plex they do, right?
Yeah.
So goddamn, you know, teens was there, but it was a young adults there, college kids there. No, you know what I'm saying? So this was when I'm young. I'm about 22, 23, so I'm still messing with the little college girl, the 21, 22. You did what I'm saying? So Flea come to me. He was like, yeah, bro, give me a second. He gave me half my money right here. He was like, yeah, I got some passes for you, though. These going to be for the girl. You know what I'm saying? Now it's funny because, you know what I'm saying? Now, I respect the Flea, but I ain't say he don't mess with no underage girls or whatever. But, you know what I'm saying? The girls that came to the booth, they looked a little young. You know what I'm saying? They weren't the 21, 22-year-old girls that I was looking at. You know, I was looking forward to. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, I didn't get the rest of my money.
Damn.
I'm being honest, Flea. It was some years ago now. It was some years ago. But see, I'm the type of person, man, I got great relationships, so I don't get the shortage too many times. You dig what I'm saying? But it happens. So I definitely understand when folks, especially on them dead nights when you'll say things don't go how I think folks plan. Storms might happen. It's causing people not to come, whatever, and folks or promoters come to the club with $30 in their pocket and ain't looking to pay nobody. You know what I'm saying? I done had all them nights, but I don't have it too often. You know what I'm saying? So as my worst promoter, I have to give it to Flea because that was just one of the worst experiences. I ain't get the girl or my check. Yeah.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
I respect it. I respect
I respect it.
it. Like I talked about it earlier, but yeah, of course, people like Mills, people like Dollar, people like K Dudley, Chris E. Like I worked with bros before. Mogul Mindset was one of the first people that got me booked in Charlotte at Bubble. or one of the clubs up there before they shut down. So like he put me in that position. But like worse, I can't even say like really. I know people like really talk down about Flea. But I never had any kind of wrongdoings from him. Like the last event I had with him was the celebrity basketball game. I think it was like 2017, and I said a price, and yeah, like he kind of was like he was hesitant about it, but he still paid me. You know what I'm saying? Because I brought my equipment, like speakers and everything. So
yeah, around that time he should have. That's when he started getting money. So. I got a certain era of Flea.
Respect. But yeah, like I can't say like who's the worst.
Yeah.
That like there was this one dude who there's like some like he not even important for real. But it's just
that's what I said. That's what
it's
bad. I ain't want to give him no shine. I ain't even out here no more.
Yeah. So like it's no point even like bringing that up. But the party didn't do well, no how. But yeah, like I can't say I've had like any real like issues to where I had to like find somebody or hit them up like, yo, you still owe me X, Y, and Z or anything like that. But yeah, and then too, I think that really depends on just who the DJ is, like even skill wise, like because sometimes a promoter might be like, yo, this person isn't like the best, but we can get this person for X, Y, and Z price. So I think that's where the a lot of the quote unquote like just bad vendors or just the jerking pause, that's where that comes into play for real.
My favorite, I would just say like where it is now, like a lot of relationships is kind of like mixed up, but we have all one umbrella, you know what I'm saying? Now it has to be, me, my brand, Piff Boys, my team, with Shonda and Chris. When we together, like we just unstoppable. Like nobody can fuck with us. Like we can have an event, we don't need to bring an artist there. Like the work speaks for itself, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking versatile shit, you know what I'm saying? Like different things, you know what I'm saying? Not just same old shit. I gotta say, with us, you know what I'm saying? So that's including Shonda and Chris when we all under one umbrella, because it's all a team thing. For the worst, I don't want to say nobody's the worst, but the worst thing I've had to deal with at a point in time was Flea. And this is kind of when I went to go do my own thing. We had brung Tiana Taylor here. Who was there that night? I think you was there that night?
Nah, I wasn't there.
At Empire.
Yeah, I wasn't there.
You was there that night. Yeah. That was the worst. I went to this nigga job, rather kill this nigga, like, nigga call the cops, all that shit, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but I talk to Flea every day, like, even now, I talk to him every day. Yeah. But there's and salute to Flea because he's not the same Flea that he used to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga will finesse the fuck out you know what I'm saying? Like, that nigga Flea, he will, yeah, I got you, man. Yeah, it's all good. Got you feeling good, you know what I'm saying? This nigga, like, I see him do it now, you know what I'm saying? But not in the promoter world, you know what I'm saying? Just being Flea. But it was a point in time when Flea was a really good promoter, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like he went through a recession in his life. And that caused him to, do some fucked up business. But Flea is definitely out of that recession now. He's definitely back with the big boys.
Yeah, he got him a
he's
brand
back with
new
the big
house.
boys right now. Yeah, he's definitely back with the big boys. He's living like a boss that he grew to be.
Right.
But the recession Flea was, that's where the bad name comes from. You know what I'm saying? When he went through recession. So
yeah.
That's my opinion of it.
Bros.
Well, when it come down to the best promoter, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I like everybody because everybody got their own genre, people their own style. Like Mogul, I feel like he's kind of like the head because he's been around longer. He's from here. Then you got Edric, them guys are from here, so they're pretty good. Then you got
Tutu and Cherry.
Yeah, like Tutu Edric, they're from Columbia,
Yeah.
so this is their ground. Then you got the newcomers like Dollar's pretty good. Now I got the college crowd. I do the working class. It's like everybody got their own genre. So I love going to everybody party. Like when I go to Joe them party, it's lit. When I pull up with each of them, it's lit. Jock Hustle them, like Blockstar, they got a whole nother genre too. Huh? Yeah, they got a whole nother genre.
Yeah.
But I love every promoter birthday. I might have come to all your parties, but your birthday party, I'm gonna be there. If it's a party you like, yo, I really want you to come F with me. Like I love all the promoters in the city. Now as far as bad promoters. I don't want to kick a man while he's down.
If you can go back and forth with me on here, you can say who's your bad promoter, okay? So who is the bad promoter?
Man, listen. everybody's good, man. Everybody's good.
Respect.
I'm be honest. Yeah, everybody's good. It just I've had issues with people, but I would never put them as a bad promoter. I just feel like the situation was bad because I done been to parties. I ain't gonna call them. I done been to a promoter birthday party before. If I tell y'all where it was at, it may give it away. But I was at a promoter. It was an actual promoter birthday party at Rue. It probably was like 16 people there. And that was he just had a bad night, but it was his birthday, and I was thinking to myself like, bro, it's your birthday. This is your birthday. This is supposed to be your birthday.
Your birthday should always
be. He can attest that as your birthday, that's supposed to be that's your free throw. That's a party because bro, I made out of all my parties, my birthday is always the party I know I'm gonna make the most money. I go to the clubs cocky for my birthday, like, yo, I need the whole door because I know it's gonna happen. Word. So I went to a promoter birthday party. And it was like 16 people there. I showed love. And it's like, that's why I'm saying it just was that night. So I don't know. That's why I can't say there's no worse promoter. Because I feel like you can have your night.
Seti B.
My favorite promoter, I ain't gonna lie, right now, hands down, my favorite promoters has just got to be the Weekend Crew. Because as of right now, nobody books me more. And then 22 and Eat Cherry. Of course, 9 Mills. Blue Days, boy. Yeah. I'm trying to think who else, because it's a lot of people that's that's good. Now you got some bad ones, but it's it's hard for me to say who's bad because I always chose my business different. Right. So I didn't, but I don't know who I can pin as the worst, because the places I go, I mean, it depends on, like we're bringing up a birthday. You know what I'm saying? If your birthday party's corny, dog, that's terrible.
That's what you should just call it quits.
That's terrible.
That's gonna be a bad L.
Because I mean, you got some people, the people that I would say that's worse, they just ain't got there yet. So it's not like they're worse because they suck, they just ain't got there. And it was with your quality, like your flyers, like for me, if you got them cheap ass flyers where it look like straight copy and paste type shit,
one flyer stacked on top of each other.
yeah, like
selfies.
For me, you one of the worst. You got to be one. You one of the worst promoters because like I'm a big on flyers and just your how you present. Your presentation, you know what I'm saying? Because it could be somebody that's a no name, but he can throw a great, amazing party theme wise and all that, right? Might get 20 people the first time, but all them 20 people talk about it, seeing the pictures, and then it's the next 2 parties that, because of what he presented to them, makes them hot.
Yeah.
I mean, you got some people that got big names that can't bring nobody.
That's a fact.
Like for me, throw a party with just your name on it. You the only promoter.
Mine.
For me.
Mine.
We did that.
Yeah.
We did that. You had some. I had some.
Most of my parties.
Now Mills did it.
Y'all done had some, but it's just some out there that they don't do no event with just them. You know what I'm saying? Like even the last 3 events that I just had, you saw Seti B presents.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You had a DJ and a host.
Yeah.
So let me tell you when I really thought I was a good promoter. This is me to my own home. I threw a pool party last year, right? I don't know if y'all heard about it, but my pool party, I did it from the ground up. I had to pay to get somebody with a liquor license. I had to pay my own security. I had to pay to get lifeguards. I had to pay for the venue. I had to buy all the liquor. I gave away free food. When I say I cashed out, like before the club, like before the party, and it was just crazy because I didn't go to a known place. I didn't get 20 people on it. It was Big Bang Bros, and I had Prime Primo and 1800 hosting. I had my DJs. I had Ty and I had Mel. So and I felt like I didn't need all the theatrics. I didn't use radio. I didn't use physical flyers. And that pool party, I don't know, that was to me was one of my favorite parties ever because it was all the hood people came out. Most of the promoters came out. The pretty girls came out. We had a group from Charleston, like 15 deep. And I feel like you can put together an event, because to me that was one of my first events. That was an event I did because I made money. I made money, and I made a lot of money because money wasn't the issue. I just wanted an adult pool party, and the theme was it was a '90s jersey and bikini pool party.
Yeah.
So and then seeing people actually come out in jerseys, seeing the girls come out in bikinis. You know us folks, we don't want to get our hair wet, but a lot of girls in the pool, people was actually into it. So when you get to the realm of just throwing a party to throwing an event, it's like you kind of hitting a different echelon, whatever.
And see with that, man, and see that's why I think puts y'all in separate categories, because y'all can go outside the clubs and y'all can start from the ground up, book the venue, you know what I'm saying, get the liquor licenses and all that, you know what I mean. That's why I feel like it's sort of it's a loss of appreciation, man, for like the game, especially towards the DJ. When you got folks who, like he said earlier, they ain't even spending no money to get the club. You know what I'm saying? So they don't care about paying. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't going to lose nothing at the end of the night, like my man said earlier. But man, but like bro said, I'm the type too, man. I ain't gonna wait on nobody to book me, so I'm definitely be throwing my own events sometimes. That's why I think you came through when we had either the Bootober or the birthday party at the Lake House, man, right there in Sand Hills, man. And you know what I mean, it was that was
packed out.
Packed out right there.
Really
you know what I'm saying,
job.
the Lake House, man. So
what I see that he's starting to do now, as far as a DJ and turning into throwing his own events, he's had artists perform and stuff too, which is he's the official DJ for Rad Blue Bills.
Okay,
but.
Shout out my boy Rad. Yes sir. Yes sir.
My favorite promoter, y'all ain't booked me. Y'all haven't booked me.
It wasn't.
Y'all two haven't booked me. You know what? You know me and bros not. I don't want to keep on having me and bros go at it, because like me and bros are really really cool, y'all. But bros try to negotiate. He wanted to book me, but he didn't want to book me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
I called you. I called you that night, and then Sylvia works with me, so I called Sylvia that night. I said, "Yo, Sylvia, hit me up ASAP."
You want to pay me $60?
No. So don't put our business out in front of everybody.
You wanted to?
She was supposed to hear the number.
No, don't put our business out.
Like, you made me really feel like I wasn't a good host, and like, you know what I'm saying. So it's just like I wasn't worth my $100 that I told you initially. Yo, I let you go for $100.
Correct.
So
That's
it's
true.
just like,
Sylvia,
even though
tell them how to always give you them pep talks as well too.
You do give me those pep talks. Stop. You do give me those pep talks.
Tell them how I get you motivated for work in the club.
You do.
Tell them I tell you are amazing. You're the best up and coming host ever.
No, oh my God.
Yeah, she won't tell y'all that though.
You can't be.
She won't tell us.
You can't be. You
come on my show.
She won't tell y'all the good stuff. And I'm sitting at her desk.
Me and you have had mad conversations about this and stuff like that. And I've asked your opinion on things because I've came to you before, and I'm gonna just tell this story that happened to me as a host. I came to you about how I got my money cut one time, and I said, "Yo, what should I do going in this situation?" Because like I'm a little frustrated, I'm a little mad because that's not how I handle business. And you told me the same thing that you said, and I said, "Okay, I understand where you coming from, but if it's multiple times, like what am I supposed to do to move forward?" And me, you had that conversation before. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying I don't respect you as a promoter. I do. I mean, look what you did at Truth. Look what you do. You do a lot of stuff by yourself, man. Mm-hmm. I respect a lot of things that you do. It's just us on the defense as a DJ, because we're DJs too. The hosts are DJs too. If you want to keep it, we go through the same things that they go through. So it's just like, it's just the dynamic just has to change a little bit. And one thing I can respect about you and Sean Dollar coming in bringing knowledge, because the last episode that we had, they blamed it on y'all. As y'all can see, they blamed it all on the owners. Instead of like the percentage, I ain't know nothing about a percentage. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
I done did that with a couple clubs.
Yeah, you speaking knowledge on the things to give us a better insight on what to do going forward. So
let me just feedback. If somebody was blaming someone on the owners, I don't know if it's this particular, what I'm about to get into. The owner's job when it comes to dealing with a promoter, he might have in my team, it's probably like 3 to 4, main of us. So we're gonna deal with the owner, like right. DT or somebody. Oh, if it's DT, if DT or somebody contact me and say, "Dollar, got this venue opening, I want you to do your first Saturdays." He called one person, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, he be like, "Yo, Dollar, I'm gonna work out this door. I might give you the whole door. I might give you 80%. That's what he worked out with me. You know what I'm saying? But when you got other people who start, now this is the promoter fault. I'm gonna go call my homeboy Jim, Eric, and Lee. Now that's all the problems right there, because you can't pull your own weight. Mm-hmm. So now you got all these people coming in. Now you going to the owner complaining, "Nigga, I gave you 80% of the door. The door might do 9,000. The expenses might be 1,500. You could leave with at least 70, 6,900 for yourself. But now you got like 10 other niggas on the party with you. And now you harassing the owner. yo, I need a bigger percentage, man. I need some of that bar. When you don't realize you got 8 niggas on your party, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't really put all that on the owner. There's certain shit you can, but that right there, that's you got with people, you got other hands in your pocket.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I get invited somewhere, go to Vegas, I got 2 free plane tickets, yo, I'm gonna call him. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a fun, everything set up for us.
Which makes
Start
sense.
adding more people, more problems, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
More people, more problems, more money, more
100%.
problems.
100. I have to say my favorite promoter was he from out of Charleston. I said this on my first episode, which is Wet Up. Yes. Wet Up, told me what time to be there, gave me the whole itinerary, what he wanted, what he expected, and I got paid more than what I was supposed to and stuff like that. He tipped me, and I was just like, oh, okay, thank you. He was like, bruh, he sent me an email, he sent me a message the next day talking about, thank you so much, you did everything that I expected, and, if anything I could do with you, I definitely will be working with you again. That to me what I was called straight business. And he even noticed, like, he pays attention because he noticed that I ain't take a break.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I stood up the whole time doing his red carpet. And to say locally, I have to say my favorite promoter locally, it's a tough one. That's a tough one. I have to say right now, who's I've done really good business with. I have to say Nine Mills.
Yeah.
I have to say Nine Mills. I have to say, just don't text me. Please stop texting me when I'm hosting Nine Mills. That's it. But other than that,
shout out this girl for her
yeah, shout out this girl. Say what up. Shout out New York. I'm like, bro, okay. But I have to say Nine Mills because when I had lost my voice from doing his event the day prior for a homecoming, I told him, man, don't pay me all my money, just give me half because I had lost my voice. He still was willing to pay me the $100, whatever I was charging at that time. You know what I'm saying? So I have to say Nine Mills, and he's upcoming, he hungry. I got to give it to him. I do.
Nine Mills is out. He's not even upcoming. Like he's
he's out. He's out. He's out.
Like he's just definitely like. It's Nine Mills, like you know what you're dealing with, you know what you're gonna get. You're gonna keep the same energy. You know what I'm saying? Fair.
I built like a brother sister relationship.
I'm
not even
gonna say that.
I
Like
built a
the
little
club shit, like
relationship.
with me and Nine Mills, like we both from New York, and I ain't really got nothing to do with it. But we just that's more about like a brother to me now. Like I deal with him on personal problems. I deal with him relationships. I deal with him livelihood when I'm traveling. I'm going somewhere. Like it ain't always about the club. Like I could talk to this man probably like 30 days straight. It ain't always about the club. You know what I'm saying? So when it is about the club, I already know what I'm dealing with Nine Mills. I'm saying, this is my brother right here. Though. Sometimes I'll fall back and just say, hey, you do it. You know what I'm saying? Because at Empire, he used to be wanting to be out the door. I'm like, shit, I ain't about to be out
them
the
college
door.
parties that he used to
You know
throw,
what
I
I'm saying?
had to salute
You got
him
some
on that.
promoters that,
he
he gonna help you in the club. That nigga gonna help you get your bottles. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I learned a lot from him too because he was kind of on his own before I was. You know what I'm saying? So like, he gonna make sure the job get done. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna let you bullshit him, undercome, and he know his worth and he know his work. You know what I'm saying? And he don't discriminate. He's always trying to help the new school.
Because when I talked to him last time off screen, it's a lot of people he had already booked to give him opportunities. And not only that, he's telling other promoters and other people that's booking other people to come to their events or to host a DJ. He's like, yo, I should recommend you need to have SETI, blah, 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 blah. You need to have Cliff. He was like, you don't even know about them. Like, he's suggesting people. He was like, you don't even know about them, man. You crazy. You need to book that person.
I got into a big altercation because I wanted Cliff on a big night back when I was upcoming.
Yeah.
And I fought for it, bro. I was like, I don't care. Like, I don't care what you're telling me, who your friends is. This is who I want. This is who we going to get. You know what I'm saying? This is who I want. I mean, it was real. You know what I'm saying? I vouched for Cliff, like, and I ain't even know him like that. I just respected his work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I ain't going to sit around and let you talk about belittle this man's work. You know what I'm saying? From what I heard it was good to me. You know what I'm saying? So it was an argument there, and I vouched for him. Like,
that's what's up, man.
See, I ain't one of these other DJs with an ego, man. I tell Cliff all the time, Cliff one of the dopest out here, man. I done booked, like I was telling you, speaking on the percentage, man. This what's so crazy, this is a crazy story about Cliff Ed Mills. I had threw a party at my school, man. I went to Voorhees, man, so we had a little party in our area. I had, me and Mills did it together, blah, blah, blah. But for the party, I had booked me, Cliff, and B-Lord, you know what I'm saying? So, and this was one of the first L's I took in partying wise, as far as I guess me being a promoter doing this business wise, you know what I'm saying? Because it sort of you know what I'm saying, pop, but it wasn't the crowd we expected. And I'm pretty sure y'all know B-Lord. B-Lord is definitely not cheap.
It's
you
a
know
legend. It's a legend.
B-Lord was one of the first ones talking about, we see so-and-so. And just like y'all, I've been in y'all's shoes coming to him like, yeah, man, it's been ugly. You know what I'm saying? So but at that same time, that's when I learned, like, man, if you agree to business, folks need their money. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I learned that lesson. But that particular party, I was more so handling getting the folks in. We had a shuttle bus to where my driver canceled on me, so I had to drive the shuttle bus back and forth to the school, get the folks. And the whole time, Cliff held it down. And every time I walked in real quick to check on things, Cliff got it rocking. You know what I'm saying? So ever since then, I've damn sure been a fan of my boy. So shout out Cliff, man.
That's what's up.
Yes, sir.
So we're going to switch gears. Who's your worst DJ?
I wouldn't say a worst DJ. My thing is the same DJs that's playing the same shit I be hearing, bro. That shit get me tight. Like they got the same throwback Southern mixes, the same throwback New York mixes. Like I don't want to hear that shit, bro. I just don't. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like if every DJ got the same playlist, bro, you're doing the same shit. It's like kind of like, yo, out with the old and with the new then for all that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like y'all holding on to the same shit. You hold on to the same thing, you're gonna get the same results. So it's not a particular worst DJ with me. It's just y'all got the same. I don't want to hear the same shit, and that's the reason I fuck with Cliff because I don't hear the same shit.
Right. Who you think is okay? So since we not worst DJs, who y'all think is an upcoming DJ? Who's up
DJ,
next?
Talk to me.
Talk to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say he upcoming DJ. Other than that, I really ain't been in the club mix as of lately like that anyway.
You're in retirement right now.
I'm in like a
You on vacation?
Yo, you on vacation?
Yeah, I'm on like a vacation.
You went Future on us or Drake?
I don't know, but I just kind of like it's right now. It's just saying like really, the club scene ain't really like it's just not it. Like it's the same thing over and over. Like, it's just not it. It's nothing. It's not to give somebody a chance to experiment. It's just really not it right now. So it's like I feel like shit is on pause right now. I feel like I'm in pause. Like everything's in pause mode because there's only one venue here right now. You know what I'm saying? It's other venues like Truth, cool, but like you said before, we talked before, you had a point in time where you could go to Dreams and Ice and Blue and all these different clubs. All these when Benedict was rocking, you was good. It's kind of like everything is on pause. You know what I'm saying? I remember it was nice if I could lead a club. Like you said, hop, go ahead, X spin. I'm out. Cliff is over here at Blue, Empire somewhere. I'm out. Right. Now let me go to Dreams somewhere. They go Puff in the Vista. I'm going to stop out in the Vista.
Yeah.
Louis V might be at Karaoke. You know what I'm saying? Shit was lit.
What do you think is the problem, though, Sean Dollar? Like, what do you think is the issue why the nightlife is on pause?
That got to do with law enforcement in the venues. Law enforcement don't want so much bad things has happened in the past, let's say 3 years when it came to clubs and stuff, from Empire, from Black Pearl, from what's going on at Faces. Not to say just because the venue got a small name and a big name, it's going to affect each one. Yep. Once the white man here, you trying to open up a club venue, they know what that's coming with. They're going to think it's murder, drugs, late nights, DUIs, cases, people getting locked up. They just tired of this shit, you know what I'm saying? And the worst thing that happened was dude, getting murdered at the Black Pearl and that shooting at Empire. Like, come on. This is a college city, that's first of all, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Gamecock Stadium is right up the street. Us, we bring out our community into these places, these folks, areas where they like to go out and drink at their bars. You know what I'm saying? We want to come down, we go out of town, we party in the major venues on big cities. So it's cool to go to a little club like Maury's near the house locally, but when you really want to get dressed up, and be really feeling yourself, you want to get out, you want to hit the city, you know what I'm saying? So we bring in our community into, their area, and then it's like, look at the results we putting out. So what you put out, what you get back. So y'all want to come here and fuck our shit up? Now y'all can't have shit. You know what I'm saying? So we take it away from ourselves.
It's a lot of sides with that because you got like the laws and the city not wanting black businesses, period, especially the clubs. You know what I'm saying? You got the owners, they facing that. And then you have your customers. They want some place to go, but don't know how to fucking act when they get there. You know what I'm saying? And then you also got to do good business. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't do shit without a liquor license because now your spot was hot, but guess what? Everybody that came in there and got drunk didn't know you had a liquor license, and now your shit shut down. Now they're like, God damn. But because you didn't run your shit legit, now we ain't got shit. it's a whole bunch of variables with that.
Yeah.
It's a whole lot.
I feel like in this city, man, I think you can probably see as a promoter. I feel like Columbia is promoter driven. I feel like a club is only jumping about the promoters they get. I can use Truth as a perfect example. Yeah. Any club in Columbia, like when the promoters is rocking heavy, I feel like the club got a buzz, but then I don't want to come at the owners, but I feel like then they start feeling like they don't need promoters less and less. Because Truth is a perfect example. When Piff Boys was at Truth was the #1 spot in the city on the weekends. They went over to the weekend left. When I first did a party at Truth, I scouted it 2 weekends in a row. I like to do that first. It's kind of see so the club can't play me. I went to Truth 2 weekends in a row. I went on a Friday, then I went on a Saturday. 2 weekends in a row. I ain't say nothing to the owner. I just was in there just looking. That Friday probably was like 8 people. That Saturday probably was like 10 people. And I said, I know you're about to give me a crazy deal. I said, this is the deal I want. So I done had 4 parties at Truth. Each one capacity. So I feel like promoters is what make a city. Like when Edric them go to a spot, when they was doing a little spot on 2 Notch, I don't know, Sunset, I don't know the name of it now. Y'all probably know the name of it now. Insomnia, whatever the name. When them boys are doing it every few weeks, it was the spot. After they stopped doing it, you know what I'm saying? I feel like the club itself start feeling like, okay, we got a buzz now. But really, Columbia is all about promoters. You're not just gonna go to a club. You're gonna go because I heard Dollar May having a party. I heard Seti B hosting. I heard Juice out there. My girl Sylvia from work told me to come pull up. And I just feel like sometimes we get even hosts get underappreciated. DJs get underappreciated. Promoters get underappreciated because they see that dollar sign. They feel like, okay, we good now. We can start kind of pushing them away. And that's when now a crowd they go from one venue to the next venue. Now it's kind of like when you jump from that venue dying completely out now. And I feel like that's what's killing Columbia.
Right. So we're going to switch gears because I'm going to have to ask my last question because we guys are going out of time. But this was a great discussion. We're going to host. Who is y'all #1 host that y'all like to book and y'all like to DJ alongside with? I'm going to start with my DJs real quick.
For me, man, really off the top, Sid just one of the goddamn young OGs, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been watching Sid since I was about 16, 17. You know what I'm saying?
I seen you humping the floor a couple times.
Hey, I seen the why I said it. I see the grown man chill. You know what I'm saying? Sid. So, man, I got to say Sid. But me, as of late, man, the last couple of years, I also got the pleasure of working with King Caddy as well. So, man, legend. I say Sid and Cadillac, man. They're my top 2.
Legend.
Favorite hosts. Of course, I gotta say home team, Sylvia.
Thank you.
My boy Hype Man Coop. Of course, coming up with my boy Mike Nasty. Seti B. Like I remember, like when I first started coming to Blue.
Mike. He cool though. He showed me
Mike, that's my boy for real. That's my boy for real.
Yeah, Mike.
That nigga Mike crazy.
Yeah, that's a wild dude. But like, he show love. But like even with Seti B, like I remember when I first got the Blue, like early, one of the things Seti told me was like showing why you here. Like he will always say that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So just him believing in me, like just people that like just believe. Like I really respect and appreciate that. So yeah, of course Sylvia, cool, Seti B, Mike. You know when Mills get on the mic, you know he be wilding, but that's a good dude too.
Yeah.
Man, who else? Oh, Cadillac, of course. When I was at Root early on, man, AC Herndon, that's a good dude. Yeah, like
I was just about to say.
Yeah, I don't want to forget nobody, but like those people like I know off the top that I've worked with before, and like you know, what was said though for real, like I work with his energy. I like doing that, like versus like you, like as far as the host trying to. Like tell me like yo play this or drop this. Like I like to work on just feeling. Yeah. So if I'm into it, like if I got a vibe, I know Sadie gonna do what he got to do. I know Sylvia gonna do what she got to do. Coop gonna do what he got to do. You know what I'm saying? Of course, Mike might like. I work well with energy.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I miss Blue and Vista. Yeah. I miss Blue.
Sterling Stacks is dope too. Sterling Stacks, I love
Royce.
Yeah, Sterling Stacks is dope. Yes. Sterling Stacks is dope. And I gotta give it, man, Seti V, man. Word. Yo, Seti, yeah. I learned a lot from you, watching you growing up and stuff like that. Now my favorite female that I just love watching and you know who helped me too in the game. I have to give it to my girl Money.
Shout out to Money.
I gotta give it to Money, not because it's home team, but
That's the homie.
I gotta give it to her as a female host. And I look at Grind too as well. And I saw the Grind how she was hosting with her. We did a silent headphone party. Man, that girl don't sit down. Me and her don't sit down when we host as females, you know. And I have to give it to her, but Seti, man, yo, said,
Young goat.
yeah. 1800 too, man. Yo, I'm sorry. I feel like 1800 slept on, and
Energy.
yo, 1800 is dope. You know, and shout out to the other rest of the hosts too as well. That's on the home team. You know, respect them too as well.
I'm talking about Shayla.
Shayla too. Shayla's
that's
upcoming. Yes, upcoming
That's
too.
the homie,
Yes,
too.
She on the way. I promise you that.
yes, dope.
I gotta go with I didn't get to work with you yet because everything's on pause. You know, me and Monty, we work together.
No,
so,
y'all was dope when y'all did it together. I gotta give you
We
that.
kind of came when I went into my own path. Me and her kind of was, you know, together side by side. You know what I'm saying, but I definitely gotta. And when first of all, like when I said when you asked about the DJs and the hosts, I'm gonna put Cadillac in the legend category with B-Lloyd. That's why I don't count them in this discussion. I'm definitely gonna go with Seti B. You know what I'm saying? His energy is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I even stole this slogan when I'm out of town. When I'm over to New York, Indiana, somewhere, I done took his slogan out of town. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling a nigga, my homeboy, Lance Stevenson, to give me the mic. Yo, Dollar, turn this shit up. I'm just like, what to say? I'm like, we say that shit. Seti. Yo, when I tell you, when the music stop and I get on the mic and I say that shit, promise you, I'm like, damn, I wish this nigga said he was here right now. So I gotta say Seti B. And even though Monty's gone, I want to just say definitely Money Mills too, and my homegirl Octavia 00 Styles. She's not really too much on the mic.
Yes.
But as far as like, I've been working with her, branding her, you know, pushing her.
Her brand is dope, man. Overall,
so that's the
sometimes
homie.
they kind of like with the female hosts. Let me say this: like we don't necessarily have to be on the mic. It's all about content, brand, and how we speak and how like we're able to network too. Let me just throw that out there because everybody feel like when it's a different category for the female. Everybody feel like if a female is a host, is that she's always on the mic. There's different calibers in hosting for females. So I have to definitely.
She's more of like a walkthrough type of host that I deal with.
Appearance.
So I've been working with me, Seti. My last formula, and when I press play again, I'm gonna throw you in there. You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely Cliff, Seti. It is Octavia. It's me and our Mills. You know what I'm saying? That's where we left off at, and that's what I'm gonna pick it up from again. So definitely 00 Styles. So shout out to Octavia.
Bros.
Well, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man, everybody rate.
And I messed with my homegirl.
Oh, everybody rate tooting Seti home, but I like the way Seti go. I ain't gonna lie, man. Seti will be on the floor dancing with you, take his shirt off. Like he'll make you feel like you gotta drink more. Like he just like, damn, how do I gotta get that drunk? So I like the way Seti get into the crowd. He's more of the what they call crowd control. Yeah, because I feel like he's gonna be in the middle. He's gonna jump on top of your table, start doing something, and it's gonna make everybody like, damn, it's lit.
Fun, bro.
It's having fun, and then but I ain't gonna lie, I rock with 1800 though. 1800 is my guy because I feel like he's humble. I like he's humble. Man. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's like he got that trigger. He'll be cool, and then as soon as he hit that, he just like 1800 got that trigger. He go from just like, okay, yeah, we almost there. It's 11:30. Okay, here we go. Yeah. So I love the way he got that trigger for you. So it's like you can have a conversation with him, but then when it's come down to hosting, he at it. And after he look up the Cadillac, he said he learned to style.
He did. I'm not gonna forget when I was back at Benedict at Metro Live, whatever it was called at the time. He used to get on when Cadillac used to host in Levels. He used to get on stage with him and stuff like that because that's when I started like knowing who Cadillac was and stuff like that. But when I was back in college, see, that was back in 09 and stuff like that. So yeah, I think that's who he wound up looking up to, which is pretty dope. And you know, look how he's got legends like that paving the way for people, and I respect that with Cadillac, all the old heads that really been in the game that's paving the way, like DJs too, paving the way, man. But 1800, I just feel like, you know, y'all need to book him, man. That's my number one, man. Seriously, man. He deserves that shine just as well as everybody else that's hosting in this game too. You know, seriously, talent is what it is. Seriously. All right, well, I hate to end this episode, part 2 of the DJ versus promoters. All right, so I'm going to start with you, Juice. Tell everybody where they can find you at.
Man, y'all can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, man, at The Juice Show. That's Juice with a G. You dig what I'm saying? A.K.A. Mr. Foxtail. Yes, sir.
Out the mud.
Shout out my boy Juice. Clip Super Producer. Merch available online. ctsp.bigcartel.com. Twitter, Cliff, CLIF _ GOT _
Better not say
BATZ.
the name wrong on the flyer neither. I swear.
Instagram, hashtag CTSP, you know what I'm saying? We worldwide. One time for the mix mob.
Gang. Sean Dollar.
It's Sean Dollar, man. Instagram, Snapchat, Apple Music too. iTunes, Spotify, everywhere you can stream music at Sean Dollar, Google. That's pretty much it.
Facebook, Ambrose Jenkins. Snapchat and Instagram, Big Bang Bros. Also, I'm taking care of your fitness needs as well.
Yeah.
Health is wealth is the slogan for the rest of my life. Mr. Two things can't be true. I'm a lover and a fighter. Get me, Big Bang Bros. It's out here, baby.
Oh my God. Steady
He took
Big,
over
you
your
silly.
show. He took over your show. What you said? You was like,
almost-
you want to understand something. You trying to understand? What was that?
I can't remember what I said. I almost got beat up. Sylvia was like, listen, hold on, wait. She's still recording? I'm sorry, baby. I'm like, baby, I love you, girl.
Yeah, I ain't
You
never seen
too.
it like that.
Sylvia, you are very beautiful, and thanks for having us.
Oh, no problem. Thanks you guys for coming on too
yes,
as
all
well.
love.
Appreciate y'all and this.
Don't forget to pay the promoters and the DJs for coming in.
I appreciate.
That's the only reason I'm here, because I got a stipend coming. I need my whole check.
God, I appreciate y'all coming on here, and I gotta give it big up to Sed for doing this with me. My other co-host Tamaya was behind the scenes, but Sed, just thank you for just doing this with me. My executive producers in the back, thank you guys for staying over, because I know this episode went over, but I
Shout out my
appreciate
boy
my
X.
team. Yes, thank you, Carolina X, Mike, Kevin,
JoJo, what up, boy? I see you over
JoJo
there.
in the back too.
Yeah, we about to go because it's time you go to bed, G.
Yes, but again, appreciate y'all. Seti B, where they can find you at?
Man, Instagram, it's Seti B, double underscore. Snapchat, Seti _B. I don't got no Twitter. Facebook, if you know my government, you know where to find me.
Yeah. All right. You can find me at Instagram, Sylvia _Darlene. And also you can catch me Monday through Friday on 100.1 The Beat from 10 to 3. So, yeah. Till next time, this is Say More Podcast. I'm your host, Sylvia Darlene.
Yo, we got your attention now. Hands up. You're rocking with the best.
You are now tuned in. Rock it out with the Say More Podcast with Sylvia Darlene, Sadie B, and Tamaya Allen. Music, entertainment, life. Let's go.